Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hey, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
I'm Art Crandall.
I'm Brad Crandall.
And we got Cam on the cam. Welcome to Earth News, where anything is possible, including a raccoon being in the middle of a baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get this party started. So, a University of Arkansas baseball fan became a viral hero when he used his bare hands to catch a raccoon that dashed through the stands in between innings. Grant Harmon, age 24, of Fayetteville, was attending the Razorbacks game against Vanderbilt University when a raccoon caused chaos in the stands between the 7th and 8th inning. So, of course, it was the 7th inning stretch. Everybody was up, and they were up in arms because he was caught on camera catching the raccoon by the scruff of the neck and carrying it out of the stadium. It was a first. I had no prior experience grabbing raccoons, Harmon stated. The police advised him to release the raccoon in a parking lot where they oversaw the operation, and he was told by the local authorities he needed to get a rabies shot, like, right then and there. So they drove to an ER, and that was close by, and they gave him his first round of rabies shots. He has 3 more rounds of rabies shots coming, but they won't keep him from attending more of those Razorback home games. So he was bit once on the hand, and that was enough. They were like, enough is enough.
Yeah, wow, that's pretty crazy.
Raccoons are nuts.
Right?
They're little bandits.
Little trash pandas.
They look like bandits.
Right? They're cute, though.
They're cute, yeah. Remember that one Cody had up in Shirley?
I never met it.
You never met that
No,
raccoon? Oh, man. It would just chill. It had a food bowl next to Lucy, their dog, so...
My cousin had a pet raccoon.
That's apparently.
Well, anyways, 23 pounds of cocaine found in a wheelchair at the North Carolina airport.
Oof.
That's what I call wheeling and dealing.
Man has been arrested, obviously, at the U.S. Customs and Border Protection after they found 23 pounds. Passenger Alexander Lopez Morel, 22, was arriving at Charlotte Douglas, and I don't know what he was thinking, but he was clearly trying to smuggle it. It was under the cushion and stuff.
He was wheeling himself to victory is what he was hoping.
His questions weren't, like, they were asking him questions. They weren't cashing out, you know?
That's wild.
I know. So.
Can't believe, but you never think about it because they do open up that gate and just let the person with the wheelchair go through most of the time.
Right.
So it must have been his unlucky day. But I'm going to go right back to raccoons because there's another raccoon story for you today. A raccoon got stuck head first in a California home's roof. California Animal Shelter helped a local homeowner with an unusual problem. A raccoon stuck in the roof. The Santa Cruz Animal Shelter, in a Facebook post, stated that the local resident called the Wildlife Emergency Services number on Monday to report a raccoon had chewed a hole into their roof and became stuck while trying to climb into it. The shelter said the raccoon turned out to be a mother and was reunited with her babies nearby. So, I mean, they're now trying to help the homeowner set up a repellent barrier to safely and humanely have Mama and her kids move to a more appropriate location.
Wow,
because the roof was not a good location for both the homeowner and the raccoon.
Lots of raccoon stuff here, folks.
They're bandits.
Well, I got another story. Turkey is changing its name. Did you hear about that?
I did.
Yeah, to Turkey Yay. So it's like Thanksgiving-y, like you say that at Thanksgiving. You're like, oh, turkey, yay! That's what they're rolling with.
Well, they're hoping to avoid. I guess there's the turkey is also slander, as it's used as like a derogatory term, like, oh, you're being a turkey. And so they want to avoid that, and I don't know if we're gonna have to beep that out. Maybe in like 10 years.
Well, you know what I heard too is that like turkey in certain countries are called different countries, so it's the weirdest thing. I can break it down right here.
So in different languages, the French say it's the chicken from India, Vietnamese, Western chicken, Malaysia, Dutch chicken. The Irish say it's a French chicken. Breton says it's a Spanish chicken. The Portuguese say it's from Peru.
Break it down. Excellent work. Excellent work. That's the magic of camera right there. In other news, our favorite Big Mac guy is at it again. If you've watched Super Size Me or any of the Big Mac or McDonald's documentaries, there's always one gentleman, and he is marking his 50th year of daily Big Mac consumption. A Wisconsin man who earned a Guinness Book of World Records, the Guinness World Record for the most Big Macs eaten in a lifetime, celebrated another milestone. Dan Gorski of Fond du Lac earned a Guinness World Record in 1999 when he confirmed he had eaten 15,490 of the McDonald's sandwiches in his lifetime. And the record was most recently updated this past August 2021 when his total surpassed 32,340 Big Mac sandwiches. Gorski's celebrating 50 years of eating a Big Mac since May 17th, 1972. The burger fan, who often eats two of the sandwiches on any given day, says he has missed only 8 days in his 50-year fandom. Gorski said he's tried other burgers, but nothing stuck with him like the Big Mac. He had one Big Burger King Whopper in 1984 and one Topper Double Burger in 1984. There are a lot of other burger chains, he quotes, that he'd never had the desire to try. He'll probably be eating Big Macs for the rest of his life. So there you go. That's a man who loves a sandwich. He knows what he wants. He wants a Big Mac.
Why?
It's the special sauce. It's the special sauce.
They're good. I mean, I guess I could go for one right now.
I mean, it is true. Why? It's just that's his thing,
All right. Well, that can't be good for your health. Well, another thing linked to health right now is strawberries were likely caused hepatitis in an outbreak. Did you hear about this?
I didn't know. What's going on?
Packages of fresh Campo and the H-E-B brand strawberries are likely linked to more than a dozen recent cases of hepatitis A in California. The FDA and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, along with the Public Health Agency of Canada, Canadian Food Inspection Agency, and state and local partners are investigating the multi-state outbreak hepatitis A infections in the USA. How crazy is that? Like,
you're gonna get hepatitis A from strawberries? Like that's the way you get it?
Be like, what'd you do? Like the wife yelling at the husband or vice versa. What'd you do? Did you cheat on me? You got hepatitis. It's like,
no, I got the GMO strawberries.
The toilet or the strawberries?
I got the GMO strawberries. They're now adding hepatitis A to the recipe. Right? I just didn't know.
What the heck?
I mean, at least romaine lettuce is giving us a break. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not trying to kill us. At least it's the strawberries. And brings me to my next point. Fruit is dangerous sometimes, okay? So beware of strawberries. They may be out to kill you.
Where are you healthy eaters out here? Pesticides.
Oh, you healthy kale and veggie eaters out there. My heart goes out to you.
Veggie eaters or the fruit eaters.
All you people in terrific shape. Yeah. So, speaking of...
You were going to say something?
Yeah. What do you got, Cam?
I was going to say, just to give some hype for those fruit lovers and such, if you eat a grapefruit like once a day for 30 days, it helps clear plaque off your arteries. So, think of that.
Well, I'm definitely going to be incorporating grapefruit into my daily regimen.
It's worth a try.
But like we said, there's no ill will towards any of you healthy adults out there that are 6-pack, and when I got the 12-pack, or
you can eat
arguably a keg, Anyway, speaking of food, Johns Hopkins students, they invented an edible tasty tape that keeps burritos together. So a team of Johns Hopkins University students were aiming to change the way people eat their burritos with a new invention of edible tape. The Whiting School of Engineering students, who unveiled their tasty tape, project for the school's engineering design day said they were inspired together to create their edible tape with their own experiences with notoriously messy foods such as burritos, tacos, and wraps. The chemical and biomolecular engineering students, there you go, got it the second time, said they aim to use science to make their lunches less messy. Quote, first, we learned about the science around tape and different adhesives, and then we worked to find edible counterparts, team member Tyler Guarano said. Team members also stated they're not yet disclosing their secret formula because they're in the process of obtaining a patent. But they do say that all of the ingredients are safe to consume, are food grade, and are common food and dietary additives. The tape's adhesive is activated by moisture and is designed to remain in place while cooking. So you can still cook the burrito and tape it up, and you're good to go. So there you go.
Taco tape.
Taco tape. That's what they should have.
Yeah,
but I guess they didn't want to limit themselves to just tacos. You know, you got to get burritos and all the other messy stuff.
Let's talk about tape.
Hey.
Yeah, let's talk about tape.
Let's talk about tape.
The tail of the tape. Well, you know what? 7'9" basketball player with size 53 feet.
53? Is that
He's
even a
coming
thing?
out, yeah.
Like, is that like Sideshow Bob from like The Simpsons
legit,
kind
but
of
they
feet?
actually
Like this
fit.
like big.
So Taco Fall was 7'6". He was currently like the tallest one, you know. But this 7'9" player is insane. He can dunk it without even jumping. The towering center, the Nigerian 7'9" basketball player, just towering over the competition. He can just stand up and dunk it. When he was 17, he was 7'2".
17.
You believe this? Yeah, so, hey, be on the lookout for a towering giant.
My God.
Isn't that crazy?
That's insane. What a big dude. Puts like Shaq stand next to him, like, here you go, buddy. Here's your competition. Well, talk about crazy. Let's talk about Balenciaga's fully destroyed sneakers that are listing for $1,850. A pair of extremely distressed sneakers offered by the luxury brand Balenciaga are drawing attention online for their full destroyed look and their hefty price tag of $1,850. The Paris high-top sneaker, full destroyed, is being offered at their website in either white or black with that price tag. The shoes are designed to appear shredded and dirty with Balenciaga printed on the side in the style of having been handwritten with a pen. It is finished with distressed canvas and rough edges, affecting a pre-worn look, the website states.
They probably smell.
No, they look like homeless people shoes.
They're
you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely
they're
ridiculous.
absolutely
Like,
ridiculously
who
looking.
would pay for that? That's just silly.
Like, they look like a pair of my my New Balance, my white sneakers that have been my lawn mowing shoes for like years. You
Well,
know
hey,
what I'm
that's
saying?
kind of good. Now you can wear those out and be like, yeah, look at my style.
Yeah,
you know?
now you can rock those white grass-stained New Balance shoes out. And be
Fit
like,
check.
These are Balenciagas right here. You know?
Exactly.
Do you know how much these go on the market?
Right.
Maybe I should throw that on Facebook Market. You know,
Yeah, why
1850.
not?
Be like, who wants my old lawnmower
Distressed.
shoes?
Yeah. Distressed lawn
No,
mowing shoes.
I'm kidding. I got Nikes are my lawn mowing
Oh,
right
there
now. Yeah, no New Balance right now. I'll have to wait a few years.
Well, anyway, speaking about things selling for something they're completely not worth, did you hear about the house that washed into the Atlantic Ocean that's still price tagged at $380,000?
Ooh, Zillow got the wrong estimate on that one.
Another Outer Banks vacation home that'll give you unparalleled views.
Outer Banks, NC.
Can't beat the views from this Rodden oceanfront under $300K. The November 2020 listing, blah blah blah, on Ocean Drive, and it's just crazy. It's underwater. Not. Hold on, what does it say here? It's confirmed that the unoccupied house at 24265 Ocean Drive in North Carolina collapsed this afternoon. And yeah, so kind of crazy.
That's crazy. Also crazy is places that keep old laws. Well, one high school principal had to take care of 12 horses, citing an old Montana law. A Montana high school principal had his work cut out for him when 12 students rode their horses to school, and in accordance with the old law, he had to take care of them. Conrad Public Schools said in a Facebook post that the high school principal was required by law to take care of these 12 horses when students rode them to school on Monday. Montana has an old law saying that if a student rides their horse to school, the school principal has to feed and tend to the horse throughout the day. So the Facebook post, said that the district and the principal had his work cut out for him, and as he was tending to the horses and feeding them while the students were in class. So that's a way to, there's no horsing around, if you will.
No horsing around.
No horsing around. He had to take care of them.
Yeah, the phrase monkeying around, horsing around. Well, there was a 400-pound gorilla at the Detroit Zoo that ended up befriending a little tiny groundhog.
Oh.
Did you hear about that?
I did not. What happened with it?
Well, that's why you're watching Earth News, because
That's right.
it happened. And there's a picture there, and it's just pretty crazy to see that type of stuff, But sometimes nature is funny like that, and
probably lonely in that cage.
Yeah,
he wanted a friend, and here comes this little, groundhog, and he's like, "Hey, little buddy, what are you doing here?" Hi, George. Hi, George. Good George.
Exactly. Exactly.
But another thing, a man disguised as an old woman smeared cake across the front of the Mona Lisa painting. A man disguised as an elderly woman in a wheelchair jumped out of the wheelchair and smeared cake across a piece of glass, bulletproof glass, that protects the Mona Lisa at Paris's famous Louvre Museum, and was sent for a psychiatric evaluation right afterwards. The incident happened this past Sunday when the man who wore a black wig and lipstick abruptly smeared the glass with a piece of cake. One witness said in a tweet that the man jumped out of the wheelchair and attempted to smash the bulletproof glass of the Mona Lisa before he smeared the cake on it. Another said he also threw roses before he was tackled by security. Now, some of the stunt, it appeared to be a climate change project, and the 36-year-old man shouted in French to think about the earth. The man was arrested, sent for psychiatric evaluation. Now, we do know that Mona Lisa, painted by Leonardo da Vinci, is believed to have been created between 1503 and 1506 and is considered by many to be the most famous work of art. So, bulletproof glass was placed over the painting after 2 attacks back in 1956 when it was splashed with acid and chipped with a rock. So, they ain't fooling around. If you look at that picture right there, you see the border around the Mona Lisa, and wow, what a good headshot for that one guy.
The real Mona Lisa is in my basement.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding. That's wild,
Hey, man, smearing cake to get your point across on a Mona Lisa, it's like, hey, just have a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Life's a piece of cake. Oh, by the way, climate change.
I think would have been better if he threw a pie.
Who throws a pie? Who's on the door?
I guess.
Yeah? We got a guess?
Timeout.
I almost broke my nose.
Oh, no. After this brief moment, we're going to have a brief story about briefs and underwear. No, we're not.
So, speaking about a kind of a thing, I forget. What is that?
You were talking.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about cake and
yeah, cake and how they should have pied them.
They should have pied them. Who throws a pie? Throw a pie.
Totally should have threw a pie instead of the cake.
100% should
He
have
was
thrown
trying
a
to
pie.
Steve Aoki.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Steve
Exactly.
Aoki.
Or mustard too. You just spray a little mustard on it, like a hot dog.
Right.
But what do you got next?
Yeah, speaking about art, okay, since we're on the fact that
Hey, that's
into
me.
art, and we're talking about the Mona Lisa, which is technically art,
Definitely art.
That's a good segue.
and she just sold a piece of art.
Yeah.
But anyways, in Austin, Texas, an ancient Roman portrait dating from the 1st century BC or 1st century AD was discovered in a Goodwill store in Austin, and it sold for, guess how much? $35.
$35.
Yeah, they didn't know what they had.
Oh no.
Crazy.
Oof.
Yeah, during World War II, Allied bombers targeted A-shifts and seriously damaged the Pompejanum, and the 52-pound marble bust standing at 19 inches tall disappeared after the war and popped up at this
Was it like a Goodwill or something? They're like, this piece of crap over here. They're just like, meh.
meh.
Yeah,
It's
like, that's just bust. Whatever. We'll get rid of it.
next thing you know, you
Screw it.
find out it's legit.
Well,
It's sitting on a piece of gold.
move over, because I got a cow story. As an escaped cow leads authorities on a chase in Massachusetts. Authorities in Massachusetts shared video of an escaped cow that was disregarding the move over law that we have on the streets here. The move over law, while being chased down the road. The Wareham Department of Natural Resources said in a Facebook post that the cow was first spotted Tuesday in the Ricky Lane area. The cow, named Rosie, later made its way to the wooded area near the Maple Springs Wildlife Management Area. The department said in a Wednesday morning update that Rosie is back home safe and sound. So after a brief disruption, move over.
Move over.
Move over.
Well, you know who else needs to move over? Disney and Mickey Mouse, because we might have a new mascot, because Disney is set to lose the rights to Mickey Mouse.
Copyright law is
right?
beauty.
Yeah, Disney may be about to lose the rights. It has emerged because Senator Josh Hawley has proposed a bill that, if passed, would see Disney lose the copyright. And the bill is aimed at reducing copyright protection from 95 years to just 56. If successful, Earth News will have a new mascot.
Hey, I'm okay with that. The interesting thing about that is Walt Disney was actually the original one to change the copyright law.
Really?
Yeah, he posted for it so that it wouldn't just be him, it was his kids, and then instead of his kids, it was the corporation. So McDonald's was one of those too for their special sauce.
And you know what's crazy about copyrights and that stuff? Bob Ross, if you have some Bob Ross stuff, it actually doesn't go to his family.
Yeah, I watched that documentary too. That was rough. That was a great documentary. If you've seen it, if you haven't, watch it.
Sad.
Bob Ross, an amazing artist.
Woman leaves her husband of 14 years only to be rejected by the other man.
Oh,
Hear about that?
you hate to hear it. You hate to see it.
Yeah. People are mocking her. Amanda Trentfield has written a book titled When a Soulmate Says No, a memoir, which is unsurprising about her brutal rejection from the man she left her stable life for.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
That's right. That's not like the first time that's happened, right? The guy that invented Match.com, his wife divorced him from a person that she met on Match.com.
Yeah, there was another
my God.
there was another thing that was like, woman who wrote How to Kill Your Husband ended up getting arrested for killing
her husband. Jeez. Well, on that note, we're out of time, so I guess you're just gonna have to wait for the next episode of Earth News.
Yeah.
I'm Art Crandall.
And I'm Brad Crandall.
We got Cam on the cam, and Cam over there on the cam.
Oh, and a different Cam.
And a different Cam on the cam. All right. Thank you.